Welcome to Popternative, where we dive into topical discussions from the worlds of pop culture, social media, and sports. Here is your host, Peter Remoliotis, aka PD Beats.
PD Beats here from Popternative, speaking to Samuel Arnold about a season 2 of Emily in Paris, dropping on Netflix December 22nd worldwide. Welcome to the show. Thank you so much for being here.
Well, thank you for having me.
It's exciting. Has it hit you that the season's coming up pretty soon?
Yeah, it did. Everybody's like, "Oh, Sam, it's coming up soon. It's coming up soon." So yeah, it's pretty exciting.
It's pretty cool too, because I'm just curious what the mindset comparisons when it's announced that you are gonna go do season 2. So back in the couple of months, a while ago, and then the mindset now that it's coming out. What's that like for you? When you were announced for season 2 and now season 2 is coming out. What's that been like for you?
So I mean, when I heard about the season 2 being renewed, I felt like, okay, let's go back to work.
Yep.
Let's be focused, and let's try to do even better than we did the first time. You know what I mean? It
Yeah.
was all about working on the character and stuff. But when you know that it's about to come out, it's about, oh, I really, really, really hope that people enjoy this as much as I enjoyed making it.
Yeah.
And I have no doubt that people would enjoy it for sure.
Is it
So
still Is it still mind blowing though? Like how quick it is? Because it's gonna drop on the 22nd. And across all the different time zones, right? So many people are gonna have access to it right away. Like it's pretty crazy to think.
yeah, I have quite a difficulty to wrap my head around that.
Yep.
That fact. I know it. I know it's a fact. The entire world is about to watch it. But
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't really realize that yet.
Is there something in your opinion? Because I'm curious, right? Because I like what you said about you enjoyed working on it. You hope people enjoyed as much as you enjoyed working on it. From what you've seen with the show and the popularity, I'm just curious from your perspective, someone that's worked on the show, what element stands out why you think it's so popular with the fans? Is it a mix of a bunch of things? Have you thought about that at all?
It's a mix of many components,
Yep.
many components. I thought about it
Yep.
actually. First of all, when I got the audition and I saw Darren Star, Lily Collins leading it,
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, it's gonna be a hit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I felt like it. Then it's Netflix as well,
Yep.
making it worldwide.
Mhm.
Then it's timing as well. To
Yep.
be honest,
Yeah.
it's a very 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 heartwarming, light, positive project.
Yes.
And we are living, quite. We're going through some weird times at the moment. You
We
know what
need
I mean?
shows
So,
like that.
yeah, we need that, and there is not a lot of shows like that at
No.
the moment. Everything is stressful, everything is violent, everything is not that I don't like it, but it's nice to be able to, just switch off your brain for a moment.
It's
and
so
just
true.
breathe.
It's true. There's so many amazing. And don't get me wrong. They're amazing, but there's so many shows and movies that are very heavy subject matter.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean the world is already heavy. You know what I mean?
No, but it's
So-
great. I love it. It's great, but it's so true that you said that. The heartwarming stuff. It's like sprinkles. They sprinkle in from time to time.
Yeah.
Which is awesome. So what's your favorite thing about being on the show in terms of your character and the arc and the kind of development with everything? Have you thought about that at all as well? What's your favorite thing about working on Emily in Paris, Sam?
Well, it's the fact that I'm able to be creative as well.
Yeah.
They give us a lot of room to create and evolve and try stuff.
Yep.
And you don't really feel like you have obstacles.
No.
They are making it easy for you as an actor to be able to express yourself.
Yep.
And I mean, it's a blessing, to be able to do that when you're an actor.
Yeah, Samuel Arnold is a storyteller. That's what you do. You say you're an actor, but you're a storyteller, and there's a lot of
Exactly,
different.
yeah.
There's a lot of different ways of telling stories. Stories that weren't ever told before are finally being told because of so many kind of opportunities and streaming services. For you specifically, what excites you about being a storyteller, Sam?
Well, it's the fact that the main thing, the main thing is that it's a bit of selfish thing, it's about being able to to put out there everything that I have inside me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
All those, all this energy and feelings and stuff. Being an artist, I used to dance before, and I used to, it's therapeutic.
Yeah.
To be able to express yourself like that. And then at the same time, you realize that when you do a show like Emily in Paris, when you tell this kind of story, it impacts people. And I mean, it's rewarding.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, you mentioned the dancing, and you mentioned all like the stuff that's out there, and we talked about kind of heavy subject matter and intense stuff. There's a movie that I saw last year called Climax. Okay,
Uh,
it's a dancing movie. They go to like a dancing studio, and they go on drugs, and things happen. It's like a horror psychological. It's insane to me.
okay, I gotta check that. Check this out. I haven't seen
Yeah.
it yet.
I
I'm gonna
believe
watch
it's a French film as well.
it. Okay.
Yeah, I believe it's a French film.
Okay.
But it's interesting, because you brought up the dancing, because it's my next question. I thought that was a good segue because does it also blow your mind that some people don't realize that dancing is a form, like is a big form of storytelling, because you're kind of telling a story with like moves, right? Your body
Yeah.
and everything. I don't think people realize that.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think the humankind has been able to put words on everything,
Yep.
and there is so much thing you can say without words.
Yeah.
By dancing, for example,
Yep.
and other things, like every kind of art, or anything that you describe as art for yourself, anything that you express yourself with, is a form of expression. You know what I mean?
Oh, absolutely. But it's really cool to think about, even like myself, hosting my own show and doing this, like everyone's telling a story. Like anyone in like the entertainment industry, like we're all storytellers, whether it's people that direct, produce, write. Like you worked on Emily in Paris, right? With like hundreds of storytellers. Even though a lot of them weren't on camera, they were all storytellers.
Yes, 100% agree with that.
It's so
100%.
cool. It's cool to think about, though, how you can kind of classify everyone as a storyteller. set designers, people in the back.
I mean, even a cook. Even a cook is a storyteller. For real.
Yes.
Anybody can tell a story.
Yeah.
Anybody.
Absolutely. No, that is so true. Obviously, these interviews are a bit kind of difficult to do at times because, you don't want to go into big spoilers and everything because, we want people to enjoy it. Because I've seen season 2. You worked on season 2, so you know what to expect. So it's kind of one of these, it's always interesting doing these because like we know what's going on, right?
Yeah.
What can you tell us about season 2 without kind of divulging that much information in terms of what we can expect from your character?
So what I can tell about season 2 is that, season 1 was like, every characters we were like an ensemble.
Yep.
And we're all like working together to present the character of Emily to the world.
Of course. So that's always what a season 1's for too, right?
That's that's what season 1 was about.
Yeah.
In season 2, we get into those sporting characters.
Yeah.
And they get their own storylines, and it gets very, very, very exciting.
Wow.
Very exciting.
That's amazing. To add to that, what are you hoping they get out of it when they watch season 2, takeaway wise?
Fun.
Yeah.
Good time.
Not heavy.
Yeah. And I feel like like people around the world will feel like they've been traveling to Paris.
Yep.
So that's pretty cool.
Yeah. It's so great. It's funny too because it's interesting because I like what you just said about season 1 because season 1 is always kind of like the setup because like we're watching the show for the first time. We don't know your characters or anything. We don't know anything. You're going in fresh, right? But I kind of like you said at the beginning, Lily Collins, you kind of had an idea that it was going to be kind of a hit type thing. But I'm just curious going way back. What was it like when like the trailer was announced for it? Like before season 1 even showed up? Like what was that like, your family and friends' reaction? Like what was that like for you? Trailer reveals.
I mean, you can imagine, like to me, it's like my first big role,
Yeah.
I never did something like that before. So when the trailer hit, that was crazy.
Yeah.
Honestly, that was crazy. Like family and friends were like, "Oh my gosh!" And I hadn't told everybody. I had not told everybody as well. So
Oh,
they were
absolutely.
like, Samuel, I think that there is someone that really, really, really look like you in the show that I'm about to watch.
Yeah.
I feel like we need to talk about that.
Qu'est-ce qui
So,
se
yeah,
passe?
no.
Like, what's happening?
What's happening? So yeah, no, people were amazed, very proud. I was very proud myself, and yeah,
But the art,
happiness.
no, it's just because I'm always interested. Like the art, like trailers are huge, right? Because it's the first kind of like introduction to like what to expect.
and that's a way of storytelling as well. I mean, I feel like a trailer is an art form in
Yeah.
itself.
It
I love watching.
is. Man, think about you have okay, especially if it's something with high anticipation, because you know how it is, right? And I'm sure it's crazy for you with this project or other projects. There's different kind of waves and tiers of like a project being kind of promoted, right? There's like the announcement of the project, right? Emily in Paris, right? Then it's like first look photos, right? And then it's like trailer, and then it's release date, right? And like people sometimes, you know, there's a lot of anticipation before a trailer comes out. So you have like 2 to 3 minutes to kind of like get in there. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? It's exciting, but it's an exciting time. Like we're talking about this. It's coming out December 22nd. You know, we got to be excited about it.
I mean, I am, and and I like like you said, like you mentioned, I like the fact that there is all those little teasing,
Yeah.
because me as well, it helped me getting ready for the big day.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh, absolutely.
Because if they were just dropping it like that, that'd be traumatizing.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Samuel, thank you so much for coming on the show. Merci beaucoup pour ton temps.
Merci beaucoup. C'est gentil.
I know.
Good French.
Yeah.
Good French. Keep
We talked about
keep at it.
We talked about it before, and I was like talking to you in French, and I was like, oh. And then I'm like, you know what? Do I say a phrase like in the actual recording? But merci beaucoup pour votre temps.
No, man. Honestly, I appreciate that. It's actually very, very, very nice when someone speaks your mother tongue. So
Oh
it's
yeah,
cool.
for sure. Yeah. So okay, December 22nd, season 2. Episodes are dropping on Netflix worldwide. And where can people follow you on social media to keep up to date with everything?
Oh, I'm on Instagram.
Yeah.
I'm on Instagram. Super Sama, which is Super Sama Super
Yep.
double S Ama.
Yeah.
I'm on
Perfect.
IG. That's it. That's the only social I'm using.
Amazing. Well, this has been Popternative. YouTube.com/Popternative for previous episodes. You're going to be able to catch Samuel Arnold in season 2 of Emily in Paris, dropping December 22nd on Netflix. Until next time, this is Samuel and PD Beats signing off.
Thank you for tuning in to Popternative. Make sure to check out our past episodes of Popternative on YouTube. Be sure to like Popternative on Facebook and follow us on Twitter.
This has been an Autograph Communications production.